up at that top lane now. They are going to try and force in that tier 1 tower. Boomy's the only one there just freely farming up on the Magnus, but KP going to commit the Stampede. And that'll be the level 4 Magnus going down, and that should allow TNC to pick up this tier 1 tower.
Gonna find really easy objective so far. Adroit is not going to be fighting this one. They're the ones taking the backseat this time around. They're the ones playing a bit more passive. It's up to TNC to really maximize this spike, this advantage they do. They're going to have Chrono up on Gabby in about 10 seconds. You would want to see another Chrono flying out, try to find a couple of easy kills, and go for more objectives. Perhaps that tier 1 down bot. That's going to be a very easy target to take, or maybe start pressuring a tier 2.
You still kind of question what's happening with Natsumi though, like, he's 4.9k, Matt's right behind him on the Storm. Speaking of Matt, John, he's 1.3k ahead of the gyrocopter. Now there's going to be a bit of a team fight up top, or rather, Adroit is just going to try and defend this KP, because a very nice hooks onto bot. RP is available on Boomy, they've got to be careful about that, but he does commit the skewer. And Adroit just aren't ready to team fight yet. But back to my point, in terms of cores, Adroit is really finding so much more farm.
They definitely are. They're 5k ahead over TNC despite being so far behind. Although the Chrono onto Mac, that should be a good kill.
If it is a kill, Mac will just zip away. Yeah, he's gone. Just TPs. Oh, man. What are you going to do about it?
They had the relocate on Armel. They did land inside a Chrono, so they could preemptively cast a homing missile to try to keep him in place. And that just cost him. That would have been a nice kill. We talked about the timing of the Chrono. At the very least, Gabby's trying. It doesn't pay off, and that's more time for Adroit to farm up. 5k lead earlier. They're still getting really good farm distribution. Boomy is just about 500, 700 gold away from that blink, and the bull.
Top lane, RP does come out from Boomy. They found Tims and Armel, a sitting duck without his IO. And that's what you're worried about. Like, the gyrocopter just does nothing once the IO is dead. Tims is kind of just playing a hero that can't do anything on his own. He's very reliant on being with that gyrocopter. And well, with all this farm going Adroit's way and with no signs of slowing down, like TNC, you kind of wonder, what do you do? Like, is Gabby really going to find enough farm to keep up?
Gonna need a lot, and they really need to play around at Chrono. This is a really strange situation. Normally when you're 2 towers behind, you have a bit of a network lead. TNC have neglected to farm so much that it costs them. We'll find Bach.
Yeah, Bach. Nice kill. So if you get the Bat Rider,
you understood.
We're detecting high levels of suckers.
It kind of feels like a distraction here from Bach though, doesn't it? Like, you've kept this Bat Rider down fair enough, and it's going to take him another while to get that blink up. But now you look at Boomy, he has a blink up.
That's it. That's what Adroit's waiting for. They've got ways to set their plays up. They've got ways to take these team fights. We already saw the effect of his RP without it. Like, he just catches 2 heroes. That's enough. That's all you need to catch the IO gyrocopter. That's always going to be enough fights for you.
Top lane Bach, keeping an eye out on Tims and Armel. He does have the lasso, would love to just drag Tims away. Tims, flame break does connect as he tries to tether. Bach will not chase any further. And looks like TNC have now grouped up as 3 and started smoking. You do have the Chrono that just came off cooldown for Gabby, and he wants to commit it immediately. However, it is going to be into another 4 or 5 man smoke here from Adroit. And are they going for a Roshan play, or are they going for a gank? Well, they'll spot out Gabby on the Void. They must know Chrono is available, but they'd love to just go for this team fight anyway. In fact, Gabby makes a good Chrono, and he does. It's on the Storm, but now the drag back onto KP Matt. He survives through the Chrono. He's moving. He's down 3 of them, and they're all going to fall apart as well. He'll try to run away. Tims will buy back immediately. The fight continues as March in the back gets taken out. They do at least find the Troll Warlord, however, battle tap just popped too early on, and now the relocate teams, they're going to try and find something more out of this from Matt. He's kicking out CML. Can you get a TP cancellation? No bash is coming out. Oh boy, they found a troll warlord, but you committed buybacks for that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That is, I don't know if I call that well worth it.
No, definitely not. Not with the amount of buybacks are worth it. Adroit can be extremely happy with how that fight went. The Chronosphere is just not enough to kill off Mac with the farm he has, and with the damage on Gabby. They had Armel around towards the end, not quite enough. They need the gyrocopter around to damage off onto Mac. Otherwise, that Chrono committal is not going to be enough, and they don't have any other way of keeping control on Mac. Chronosphere gone, he's going to zip around just fine. This is going to be a constant issue for TNC. With that Chrono expended, this is an opening for Adroit. They don't see, but they can force out some ganks at offs if they so.
Well, they're going to get back up to that top lane, TNC. They continue to try and apply pressure. Boomy, he's going to find Mark in the bridge. Inkstore going to be there with the silence. He can't skew away, but Matt is there to help us necessarily. In fact, the whole team's there. Boomy has already died. Matt trying to find a trainer to March. They can't get fast enough, and that'll be enough. They run away. TNC, I doubt they chase any further. And they do back off.
A lot of caution from TNC while this Chrono is down. I do respect that they still are trying to play aggressive when they can. That was a relief from Boomy. I think he was trying to get the skewer off, trying to wait out or kill off that silence out. Quite enough that by himself gets punished for it. That is a clean pick off for TNC. This is the moment where they're kind of playing cautiously. Gabby is forward. Could be targeted here. He does have, well, now he doesn't, but gonna have to be cautious as.
Yeah, relocate is coming in. Bob will just wait. Gabby, Chrono in a second. He will have it up very soon with the lasso. A second before he had it. And now the sun's coming in and will take him out of tins. Oh, the timing from Adroit. Just perfect. And now poor KP gets slowed up. Gets vortex up. He has to commit the stampede. But Kirby says, no, you're going nowhere. Sit down, young man.
Adroit just all over the map, always finding these big kills. You just can't afford to leave for a moment in enemy jungle when Adroit is just basically there. They had the outpost, no one was TPing in, no one was going in to help anyway. They lose a tier 1 for their troubles as well, and Adroit is still holding on to that solid 8k lead. There's nothing fluctuating. Constantly blood flowing coming out for Mac that's going to allow him to just zip around wherever he wants with less of concern for working towards Ag straight up. With the RP, having that Vortex AoE follow-up, just so much control that could come out here. It is a bit scary. They've got to... TNC has got to find a way to kill off Mac.
They haven't yet. You've got Gabby with the Diffusal Blade, and I guess, you know, if you can drain the mana of Mac and Chrono, even if he doesn't kill him, it may just be enough. Mac has not been very concerned about that yet, that's for sure. And he's just getting bigger and bigger, especially with that Bloodstone. He just has so much sustain. And, well, Natsumi, what's he got coming on the way? He's got a Yashra. Mid lane, Matt gets jumped on. Silence is there. Gabby has Chrono. He may have to commit and does. But the wrong healthy this Storm is, John. He won't die. Soullight comes up. They heal him up, and now Boomy jumps in. No RP available. They actually do find Matt. They found Boomy as well. Now they need to go for more. It's not enough. More filters through the flame break box. That was not the one you were looking for. Maybe it was. The lasso. Gabby goes down. They have chased too far. KP will also lose his life. 82 kills was enough. Maybe they should have just ran away. Because March, he knows. He tries, but he is dead.
Just not even trades here. TNC, they do at least find the kill on Mac, but they lose Abby anyway. That's slow. for TNC. This is going to allow Adroit to just straight up go to the Roche. They know the Chrono's down. They've got a troll with a Morbid Mask, straightforward Roche to take.
Yeah, he attacks quite fast. I guess they just give the... You'd assume they give the Aegis to Matt, surely. Like, no, Natsumi will take it. Okay.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So, it's fair enough. I think it's still much more value on the Storm, though.
On paper, it does give Natsumi technically 3 lives to play with. He has a lot more leeway to just stand and fight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, he does have more net worth as well, so I guess it makes enough sense if you look for the efficiency play. However, Arnold does go for a heavy Talbot here.
I think they
Fair enough. You've got to disarm now.
Yeah, like, you need to stop Natsumi from getting that damage out. That's going to give you a very good way to negate his battle trance entirely.
They're going to need that soon, as Adroit is pushing in that tier 2 mid tower. No chrono available on Gabby for another 40 seconds. Armel. That's disarm. Box it for a lasso, skewer back, all they found is KP. Call down will be committed, and Adroit will just simply walk out of the big circle. Do you reset? Do you keep going? Natsumi says let's keep going, and Matt goes to the vortex. Back onto KP. They want that Centaur gone, and now a soul bind to be expended. And so they're forced out 2 ultimates for the really nothing. Like, TNC don't get anything out of them at all. But Adroit, they don't feel confident, they do want to back off, and I suppose that's fair enough. Like, right now there's just no rush for them.
There were opportunities there. Boomy hasn't expended the RP, although the Chronosphere is back up from Gabby. That could be why the hesitation was there. They are keeping track of that ult usage quite well from Adroit and TNC. Around the time of that Chrono well from Gabby, but Adroit seems to be every single time they just kind of toss Mac in front. They know Mac is always going to be the biggest target. He's in front. They did manage to clean him up last time around, but that wasn't in the duration of Chrono. That was because they got the Soul Bind off. Adroit are still happy to extend that Chrono without any kills happening during Chrono. That's always going to be the trade Adroit is looking for.
Well, bot lane. Adroit will take the tier 2 tower. TNC, they're trying to set up for the top tier 2, but they are going to have to come back and defend this. There's a tier 3 about to be taken down by Adroit if they're not too careful. Every ultimate on the map is available apart from the Soul Bind. But that'll be 10 seconds away on the Grimstroke anyway. Adroit, they do not choose to pursue. They'd rather back off. With the 13k net worth, you certainly don't want to give TNC away back into the game by losing a huge team fight. So you can understand why Adroit is being rather cautious about this. Natsumi, gonna bait Arnold forward. Boomy looking to find a skewer for himself. They'd love to find Gabby first, but he does have Chrono available. Skewer back from Boomy. He doesn't want to risk getting caught in the Chrono. KP now. Gonna be fine as well. Will they jump on Matt? He actually finds the void! Way out of position! Gabby!
Just trying to farm in that downtime. Punished hard for it. They still have the RP on Boomy, mind you. They've got a lot of tools here to force a fight out.
No buyback on the void. This is the chance. Definitely they're going to find a tier 2 tower, like there's no doubt about that, but the question is, do they try and force a tier 3? I think you do. I think you try to force a buyback and you'll find that there isn't one. In fact, Bob, he's good ball and Matt, he found KP, the same thing, what's committed, but too late, and now the other he comes in, Boomy found 2 of them and blows them up. And it looks worse and worse for TNC as time goes on. As now Adroit should be able to clean up that first lane of rats. There is some legitimate concern about Gabby and the Chrono. And in fact, with that Heaven's Harbor being popped up, as soon as you want it back, well, he still has an Aegis. He knows it's going to expire soon anyway. So he may as well risk his life. And they're going to start to really try and pressure him back. The Aegis should go. In fact, Natsumi's just telling him, take it. Just take it. The disrespect from Natsumi as he runs away. And TNC, I guess they still have Chrono, but this is still a dangerous team fight to take. Looks like Adroit will back off anyway.
They're going to be very happy with that. They managed to use the Aegis right before expiry. They take the melee racks, they take tower, tree tower of the game as well. So Adroit's just pretty much set. 8-14, 18k net worth lead. 24.5 minutes. I mean, that's not something you see too often when the enemy team's running the Gyrocopter IO. They're supposed to be the ones farming up. They're the ones who are supposed to, very least, on Gyrocopter. Like, or even in terms of Gyrocopter should definitely be way more farmed up now. Even Gabby is taking the backseat in terms of farm. His Faceless Void only has the Diffusal. Alacrity.
My friend reward.
Well, no, we'll have the Aghanim Scepter up soon on the Gyrocopter, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Like just TNC, they're just so behind, and the map's getting smaller and smaller for them. They go up as 4 to the top lane. Well, Bot, he does probably head out, so they could try to go for this, but it almost looks like it's a bait from Bot anyway, and they won't bother wasting their time, as Adroit has started to force in the bot tier 3 as well.
They've got the RP up and running again, although they're out. Looks like they've got the Shadow Blade up and running on their mag, so a lot more options for the. Finally, CR melts. Aghanim Scepter up, so his damage output is going to be a bit better. He's got a lot more stats to play with. It's going to be enough. You have to consider Ags on Mac. Control Adroit has to play with. RP being. They do have the Chronosphere. Gabby needs to land it on a big target. Like, go for Mac again, burst him down in the Chrono, and then try to clean up. Don't overextend. You can find that kill and you're not in a good spot. Take it. Take it and back off, because Adroit will fight back, even if they're behind.
Oh, that's right. Who will be caught there? It is going to be the Grimstroke, and March cannot survive. That's your Grimstroke on with no buyback. Smackdown on straight off the on the Yano, who gets the vortex on the twin. Oh, the RP comes out again. They're melting. They're just gone. Oh no, will also die. No buyback available on the Gyro. Tim's brought back, but who is he got to tether to? That's it, GG's called. They've had enough.
Roy taking it 2-0 up against TNC. Pretty clean game number 2. They got the boombacks. Magnus, it wasn't fanned out. There's a reason why in every match of Adroit that we watch, that's a first phase ban. Slid through in game 2. TNC could not deal